been way too long. All things are possible. You gotta seize the moment. You ain't going anywhere. It's staying right here. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to a very long overdue special edition, if you will, of Fortunate Films. Now, I know it's been way too long. I think the last posting you guys saw was just before I went to Australia. Then I went to New York right afterwards. That was amazing. It really was such a great way to end the summer and see people that I haven't seen in years and really get to connect with them. I did actually record quite a few events that happened that I was going to turn into blogs. You know, a couple of them were me surprising my friends and things like that. And then right after that, I came home and I was living with my roommate James, and you know, I was working on the WTF experience, and you know, I got really busy. But still in the back of my mind, I was saying to myself, I got to do these blogs, I got to do these blogs. There was this need to get these done, and I kept saying to myself, all right, you know, I missed a week, all right, I'll make up for it. I'll keep doing it. And it just never happened. I was either too busy, I was working, I didn't have time, I didn't want to do it. There were so many reasons why I didn't do it, but I think it's deeper than that. Here's how I can put it. When I first started doing this, I was sitting actually with my friend Andrew, and he was talking about, you know, pulling myself out of the little rut that I got into, and he was like, why don't you document it? Why don't you make a show out of it? And I was like, oh my god, that's a brilliant idea, you know? I love doing blogs, and I love doing little videos, and it'd be fun to show people that you can overcome anything. And I really believe the message I was giving people. I firmly believe it, that there's nothing you will create in your world that you can't get over. Most of the time, people are trying to go down a specific path that they feel they want to go down. Like they're dead set on making things happen a certain way because that's how they feel that their lives have to go. Life isn't like that, as we all know. So really, you're just creating more problems for yourself by trying to control what you have the least amount of control of. So when I first started these blogs, it first was just me documenting how I was turning my life around. Then it became more about me giving a message each week and trying to, you know, help people change their lives too. But then it became more about, oh my god, I have to complete what I set out to do. Otherwise, then the message I've been giving about how one person can turn their life around in a year is null and void. But that's how my head works sometimes, is I get caught up with, oh my god, I have to finish this. You know, my OCD kicks in, and it's like, oh my god, if I don't get this done, then the world will fall apart. It wasn't about me just talking about how I'm going to change my life. It was more about me getting things done to prove to myself that I could do it, to make everybody else happy, so then in turn I could be happy. Something wrong with that picture. And I noticed a trend along the way, along the 6-month path. You know, I was in Australia, I was in New York, I was in Florida recently. I was all over the damn world. And I had amazing jobs, and I had amazing friends, and I was going to wonderful parties at night, and now I have my own apartment. But at the same time, I'm not happy. I say that knowing that I'm going to get a bunch of people jumping down my throat, but I need to just explain that a little bit so you guys can understand what I mean. So many good things have come into my life. I think I recently posted on Facebook, I love my life. I was having a moment where I was just reflecting, and I just was like, oh my god, I love my life. But your life is not measured by the success of the things that you do. It's measured by how happy you are doing the things that you want to do. At one moment, I might have this huge amount of joy because, wow, I got to go to Australia. Like, that was a dream come true. Fucking loved it. Got there, amazing. Right after, alright, cool. Where's the next thing? Oh, I'm going to New York. Cool. I'm going to see all my friends and had to trip down memory lane. It's going to be amazing. As soon as that was over, what's next? I go back home and I get to see everybody here, and I get to go out and party, and I get to work on some amazing shows, and I get to do all this wonderful stuff. What's next? I just got my own apartment, like my actual own apartment. I can edit my fucking underwear now, okay? I can do whatever the hell I want. It is my own place. Do you know how many years I have wanted that? You know, I've lived with wonderful roommates, I've lived with hellish roommates, I've lived with a crapload of weird, amazing, psycho boyfriends, all kinds of people. I want my own damn place, and I finally got it. And the moment I walked in that door, as I was walking up the stairs, I had the key in my hand, and I was like, I'm gonna walk in there, and I'm gonna just get this big breath of fresh air, and you know what happened? I walked in that door, it felt nothing. Nothing. I lied to myself for a moment. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, wow, this is amazing. But I knew deep down, it was like, okay, cool, you got your own apartment. What's next? So do you see a pattern with this? You know, there's these huge moments of like these blissful peaks of joy in my life. And I have those all the time. We all do. And every time I would have one of those, I want to blog about it. I would, you know, do a little thing. I've got so many videos you guys haven't seen for the last 6 months that I'd love to post. But it wasn't making me happy. And this is what really got me. And the message of this week is that happiness, true happiness, is not found outside in your world. It's not found with the places you live in, or the people you know, or the things that you do. It's found within yourself. It's not outside of you that's gonna make you happy. It's within yourself. And what does that mean? What does that mean? How do you find happiness within yourself? Well, you have to be happy with yourself as you are right now. Right now. Everybody that's watching this, take a moment and just reflect in yourself. Just, you know, have a little soul-searching moment, okay? And just reflect on who you are at this very moment, wherever you are in life, right now. Be happy. You know, find the acceptance of, okay, this is who I am right now in this moment in time. And that's when you find the happiness within yourself. It's like this. You know, when you're trying to look for happiness outside of yourself, it's almost like, you know, having a really high metabolism. You eat something, you're full for a minute, and then you're just like, okay, all right, where's the next food? I gotta find something else. Okay, you eat. Okay, I'm good right now. Okay, but I want some chips now. Okay, and you eat that, and then you want some popcorn, and then you want some steak, and then you just keep eating and eating and eating because you just have that hunger. It's kind of like that. When you search for happiness outside of yourself, you get happiness, you find it. You know, you get it in people, places, things, all things of life. But it'll give you happiness, and then you'll be like, okay, cool. What's next? When you stop looking for happiness outside of yourself and realize that it starts within, you stop looking for next, because you are already happy with who you are in that moment. And at that moment, life will suddenly kind of open itself up around you. And no matter what you're doing, it's always giving you a sense of happiness. It's like, you know, having happiness within yourself is your job. And anything else that happens outside of your job is like a perk or a benefit. It's like, oh, okay, wow, I'm already happy, but this just made me just feel, I can't even be happier. So all those things that have happened over the last 6 months, I'm sure I'll be talking about them as we go. But if I'm happy with who I am in this moment, and in this moment right now, I'm pretty content. You know, I'm neither here nor there. I'm at a point in time where things are changing. Not sure for the good, but I know that they're changing. But I definitely feel like my path has been open. It's not just a specific, I have to go down this way. It's open. And when it's open, then you're open to possibilities and different paths happening. And the way to open yourself up is to just be happy with who you are right now. And that's to keep being all redundant on this. But I really, really, really want to start this blog off right by giving you the most powerful message that anyone could give. And this was given to me. This was something I used to wear around my wrist. It was a wristband that said happiness is an inside job. And every time shit would happen, I would just look at it and go, okay, you know what, it starts with me. It starts with me. It's me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Once you find the happiness within yourself, then you become free from trying to seek happiness in the things around you. You become this standalone being of happiness. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. And I definitely want to, you know, start these blogs again because I enjoy doing them. I enjoy, you know, sharing a message, things that happen to me along the way. I'm not fixated on paying off my debt, although that is something that I would like to do. But I discovered that, you know, I'm identifying myself based on the debt. You know, I'm putting all this emphasis on paying the debt off. It's just reinforcing the fact that I'm broke. I know that. But can I be content with that fact right now? Can I just accept and just go, okay, you know what? Right now, I can't pay all that off. But I'm happy with who I am at this moment in time. Because let's say I did pay all that debt off, okay? I paid 135 grand off. If I was so fixated on that, and my happiness was based on, oh, if I can only pay that debt off, then I will be happy, because then I will have shown that I could pay off 135 grand. Big deal. At the end of that, what's next? You're always looking for the next thing. So I would love to pay that off, and I will. That's still, I mean, that's a goal, but I'm not going to find happiness in paying that debt off. I'm not going to find happiness in, you know, living in a certain place, doing a certain thing, and working a certain job. I'm not going to find the happiness in all those things. I will experience, you know, this great deal of joy and excitement from those things. But the real happiness, the true happiness, will come from myself, and it will come from you if you just accept who you are right now. So, thank you for watching, and hope to see you guys next week. Please subscribe and tell your friends.